Hello everyone, this is Sunniva.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at our top 5. We're calling it Roll and Writes, but it's gonna be kind of like X and Write. But the title of the video is Roll and Write because that's what people are calling it and searching for.
Yes.
So that is the truth. That is like because we want people to watch the video.
Yes.
That's why we called it that. So we are taking a look at this. People asked us to do it, and now we're doing it.
Yes.
For you, how easy was this list to make?
Very easy, actually. This was not one of the harder lists that we've made.
And the reason for that is?
We haven't played that many, and especially that we love.
Yes.
So I have like my favorites.
Yes.
And then all the others.
We haven't, like, for example, with worker placement, we played probably hundreds of them. I don't think we played more than probably 40 maybe different roll and writes in like the and write category.
Yeah.
And it's not a category that I often like that much. So for me it was kind of easy because these are games I really like. So if you are like me and you don't like many of the roll and writes I like as an app. Like for example, spoiler alert, it's not on my list, Ganz Clever. I think it's a very boring game to play in real life. But I think on the phone it's great.
Yes.
Because it's doing all the calculations, doing all the things. I still get a good feeling of doing the combo. So placing that there, doing that, placing it there, doing that, combos, all that, which makes that game amazing. But I don't like it as a physical game, so it's not going to be on the list.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I feel like this is a genre of games which has exploded, I think, basically after kind of Ganz Clever, it kind of exploded.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Boom.
And we made a top 5 for a reason.
Yes.
So if
because it's your games.
If we would, if we would make a top 10, then we would go into like more mediocre for me.
Yes.
Roll and writes that some I haven't even kept anymore, for example.
When I had like 8, 9, so I was like almost thinking when I made we could do a top 10. Then I looked at this like top 5 is going to be better. Let's get started. I have heard some rumors.
Yeah.
That you have 6 games on your list.
That's true. I
so
have
you
an
didn't
honorable
make it.
mention.
So you made top 6.
Yes, I made a top 6.
Okay, so you can do your top 6, and then I'm going to start the list for one time's sake. Okay,
Well, how does that make sense?
You do number 6.
I do number 6.
And then I do 5.
Oh,
you
yeah,
do 5.
okay. Then it makes sense.
So it's basically you do number 6, then we start. But I start. You don't understand the concept of me starting. You're just like, I don't see how that could work. Because you always start. But okay. So this is going to be number fake. Okay. This is not on the list. It's not official. It's just a game Sunniva was talking about. Number 6.
My number 6 is Joan of Arc, Orleans, the draw and write game. And the reason that it's not higher is because we played it like once or twice or something.
That's true, yes.
Like, I don't know when it came out, so I don't remember why I liked it so much, but I really enjoy it. I think it takes like the aspect from Orleans with the different abilities that you can unlock, for example. And
That's not a game. Unlock. That's not the same one.
That was a very fun joke. And makes it into a clever roll and write game. Well, it is not a roll and write.
But that's so clever.
Ha! Yes. It's a draw and write game.
Yes. So that's your number 6.
Yes.
So now we're starting the official list. This is official business. This is like the official Board Gaming Ramblings top 5 roll and write games of all time. But first, here's an ad. Hello, Sunniva.
Hi.
Do you like roll and write games?
Yes.
Yes. Have you seen that Board Gaming Ramblings has a new top 5 of roll and writes on it?
Yes, I'm watching it right now.
Oh, cool. Maybe you can click the subscribe button.
Cool, yes.
Because that makes you a subscriber, which is free.
But wait, how much money does it cost?
Oh, that's the good thing. I just said it's free.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
It doesn't cost you anything, but it will make Board Gaming Ramblings, which are real human beings in Norway, very happy.
Cool.
Okay, back to the video. Okay, my number 5 is going to be Cartographers. This is one that is a flip and write. You are flipping and you're placing shapes, and sometimes there's monsters coming, lurking around, and you have to give away your sheet, and then the player on your side is going to give you the monster in the worst possible way. So it's kind of a meaner game, but everybody's getting that, and you're trying to fill out the board in the best way possible to score points in different ways. We have this box with everything in it. And we haven't played half of it, as old things like this. But we have so many ways to play this game. And when thinking about it now, I would just like to play it because it is a fun game and it's my number 5.
I agree. That's why it's my number 5 as well. It's a perfect crossover. Let's go.
Crossover, bum bum. It's the perfect crossover. Cha la la la. It's the perfect crossover. Cha la 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 la. Crossover time.
Yeah, well, I think we probably could make like a joint
list, but we think it's
Not
boring.
fun for us.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's gonna be crossovers all the way. Maybe, I don't know.
Why do you like cartographers number 5?
For the reasons that you mentioned, but also I think the scorings are cool because you score like different things at different times. So you see like, okay, we're scoring this thing first, I want to focus on that, and then later in the game this is going to be the most valuable. So you're always changing how you play depending on what you're scoring next, which remind me a little bit of Isle of Skye, but
Yes,
not entirely. Yeah.
Number 4. My number 4, it's weird for me to be the first of the
Yeah.
number. Number 4. My number 4 is going to be Trails of Tucana. This is it's quite simple, but it's also very fun. It's a small box and a lot of fun in a short time. You are again flipping. We haven't drawn a single dice in my games yet. You are, and not in yours either because you only had one game.
That's true.
2 actually, the one where you cheated.
Aha.
And you're flipping a card, and that is showing you an area, and you're flipping another card showing another area, and you have to make a line between those 2 areas, and you're trying to connect these different animals, you're trying to connect these houses, you're trying to connect things basically to score points, and you're trying to score the most points. And I almost said the thing I always say: the player with the most points at the end of the game is going to be the winner, which doesn't really help in a...
But it's true.
It is true. It is a game where points is king.
Yeah.
And this one it's not super complex. It's a family style game. You can easily play it with family. It is just fun. I enjoy it. It's relaxing, and I have fun while I play it, which is why it's my number 4.
Cool. My number 4 is not a perfect crossover.
But is it a crossover?
No. That would be very weird. It's Motor City.
Okay.
And this is one of the newer roll and writes in our collection, and it actually is a roll and write. And what I think is cool about this is that you're rolling like a collective dice, and you're placing on the grid, and that is dictating what actions are available and some bonuses you get when you choose that action. So you will do multiple actions on your turn, and you want to upgrade them, and you want to do specific things, and it's a very tight game. You want to both like make the parts of your car and then test drive it, and so, but it's basically move up on tracks and like get specific symbols and unlock things to score points.
Yes, I like this one. We also just played French Quarter, which is from the same one.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that on the channel yet. But first impressions was I liked it, you didn't like it that much.
That's right.
But also they had Three Sisters.
Yeah.
Which I heard great things
Yeah,
about.
we haven't played that.
I think they also are the same. We did Fleet, a dice game, which is also very good. I don't think they are the same, but those are like...
Have we played that one?
No, but they are known for being like some of the best, heavier roll and write. So we also haven't played like Twilight Inscriptions, which is like the Twilight Imperium roll and write.
Yeah,
which
we
is
might
one
do
of
a revamp of this list when we play those games.
More of those. So if you recommend them to us, let us know. Oh, it's me again.
Yeah.
My number 3 is going to be another game which has like almost impossibly amount of replayability and variability, which is Railroad Inc. We got it, then we got rid of it, the original, then we got the new version with all of the expansions, and I really like it. I think it's as many roll and write games, there's not a lot of interaction. There is some like racing to some goals here and there, but that's mostly what interaction there are in these kind of games. But Railroad Ink is just another pleasant one. It's not one to play when you want like brain-burning games, but you are making a fun of both rails and roads, trying to connect them, try to do many different reasons for doing these different placements and drawing, and it's another roller ride. And with the expansions, you have so many fun, weird stuff. You have Cthulhu, you have video games, electricity. You have just like so many very nice different ways to vamp up the game, to do modules, adding it to it. You have different maps. You have all of these different things to make the game highly replayable and one I really enjoy.
Cool. My number 3 is Railroad Ink. So it's another perfect crossover.
Perfect.
Crossover
It's
time.
a perfect crossover day. We are crossing from one side to the other.
Oh, that was almost in my face.
That was almost in your face, but it wasn't. It was very planned and choreographed by Bob, who is writing our script every day. And now it's back to the video where you talk about Railroad Ink. Here we go. Go.
Yeah, I agree. You have a lot of variability in this game, but what I like about it is that I can just sit and do my own thing. I don't, what you do, I don't care. I'm just like, oh, it was fun to write and roll. Roll and write. You do it in that order.
Yes.
Exactly. And I think because you have like these disasters that can come and ruin your plan, so you have to be like strategic but then also tactical, and I think it's fun to sit and plan and be like, oh, I need exactly that, and no, I didn't get it, what do I do now? But at the same time, it's not like super punishing, so you find something to do either way. It's like perfect balance between thinkiness and just doing your little fun puzzling.
I agree. My number 2 is going to be a game that when I played it the first time, I was like, this isn't supposed to work this well. And then it did. And it was a lot of fun. And it's one that I really want to play more because it is so much fun. And it's called Hadrian's Wall. This is one of those that are more of a action ride adjacent, but it's very much is an action ride.
Yeah.
But it's all about these workers. You get workers in different colors. You try to maximize them, try to do this like huge boards of all this different information, and you're trying to get upgrades, abilities that then lets you trade things and then let you do this, and combos galore. This is one of those where you get like combos is feeling so good when you're just like, oh, we got this one, and then I get to do this, and I get to do this, and then I get to move here, and I get to do this, and I get to do on this track, I get to add another there, and then when I add that, I get to do this and this and this, and it's completely multiplayer solitaire. There's like a draft of the different workers that you get, but then you're just like puzzling and trying to do the best thing you can with what you have, and I just think it's super fun, and it's one of those that I would love to play more.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great. It's my number 2, not number 8.
Hadrian's Wall is surprisingly not on my list. It would have been in my top 10, but yeah, I like when I'm going for like a roll and write game, Hadrian's Wall is good, but it's not what I want when I'm looking for a roll and
It's
write.
giving you kind of a different feeling.
Yeah, it does. But it's a great game, absolutely.
And also it makes the list more interesting for the people because they will have
that's
more
true. Then I
games.
spoiled it though. But yeah, my number 2 is a crossover. It's Trails of Tucana.
Okay, so they won't have more games to talk about.
Yes.
Then it's the same one.
That's true. But yeah, I also think that Trails of Tucana, as you said, you can play it with anyone. I played it even with my mom, and then you can play it with all the
Trails of
people.
Tucana. You can even play it with Cinema's mom.
With my mom.
I don't think you can because she wouldn't be like happy if random people arrived at the door to play Trails. Hey, you want to play Trails of Tucana? Cinema said we could.
We play it with
And
you.
also you can play it with a cat, I think.
That's true. But that's the only 2 people, I think.
Maybe a dog you could
Yeah.
train it to play it.
But what I found refreshing about Trails of Tucana is that you're not rolling dice, but it felt like you could anticipate more than you could a dice.
Yeah.
What terrains would be available, and then be able to maybe mitigate it a little bit and think like, okay, how big is the
Probability.
Thank you. The probability that I will go where I want to go. And also there are 2 phases of the game. You like go through the deck once, and then it is kind of you want to score like the fast points and before that, and then the slow points. Yes. That's my number 2.
I don't know your list, but I do know you.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that we can, with some certainty, count to 3 and just say the name of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it's probably going to be the same.
Yes.
Because I know what I have, and then if you don't have that, I don't know you.
And I don't know what I have, so...
You're just going to say a number.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to count down. 3, 2, 1. Welcome
Oh, yeah.
to
the moon.
You were supposed to count down to 3 and then say the name, and you're just like, nope, I'm not saying it because you didn't know your name. You just
But you were just like exemplifying how we're going to.
I'm now gonna show you how a countdown
Great
works,
sound.
and then
Okay,
we're gonna do it.
let's do it.
Yeah, but welcome to.
Yes.
I have welcome to / the moon.
I have Welcome to the Moon.
Because
I'm most excited about that.
I really like Welcome to, and I know there is like a big box version with all the stuff in it. We don't have that because we don't play the game enough. We only have like the base box. But
base
we
box.
have Welcome to the Moon, which we have played I think 4 of the 10 different games in it. And it's one that would be really nice to be able to sit down and do.
Yes.
I think we should have that as a goal this year to play the rest of that because it doesn't take that much of a time with 2 people. And there is an awesome story that you can learn so much about and be so interested about. But then you can play the game and have fun.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I really like it. Welcome to is a great game. Welcome to the Moon takes that and takes it to 11. So why do you like it?
Yeah, it has a ton of variability, like Welcome to the Moon. I also like Welcome to as a concept in general, because I really like flip and rides. That is a takeaway
Yes.
from this video.
It is.
That is better than roll and rides.
And better than
in
McDonald's as takeaway.
No, McDonald's has better takeaway. I feel like, but I agree. I want to. I think it was like my number 2, like from the year it was released.
2 or 1? I
Maybe
don't
it
remember.
wasn't my number 1 actually. I don't remember, but I really liked it then, and it's a shame that we haven't finished it. I want to do that.
I think we should. And I
Yeah.
think it's a great game. And those are the games.
Yes.
That is the list. We hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you don't remember the ad from the beginning of the video, then you can go and check it out. Or you can just help us out in a super simple way, which is very much helpful by giving us a victory point.
And we get victory points when you click that subscribe button. You can also click the bell to get notifications every time we post a new video.
And this is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Senua.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.